Crafting words for impact. Mastering persuasive language in debates. Hello, language learners. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating part of effective debate, using persuasive language and rhetoric. These skills are not just useful for formal debates. They are essential in everyday conversations, negotiations, and discussions. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to use persuasive language to make your arguments more impactful and persuasive. Rhetoric is the art of effective speaking or writing, especially in order to persuade or influence people. In the context of debates, rhetoric is your most powerful tool. When constructing an argument, think about how your words, sentences, and overall message can be structured to be more persuasive. This includes the choice of words, the tone of your speech, and the emotional impact of your message. Now, let's dive into the elements that make up persuasive language. 1. Clarity. Ensure your argument is clear and easy to understand. A complex argument may sound impressive, but if your audience or your opponent doesn't understand it, it loses its impact. 2. Relevance. Make sure your points are directly related to the topic. Going off on a tangent can confuse your audience and dilute your argument's strength. 3. Evidence. A well-supported argument is a convincing one. Use facts, statistics, and examples to support your points. 4. Emotional appeal. Humans are emotional beings. Using pathos, or emotional appeal, can make your argument more relatable and impactful. Effective persuasive language often involves the use of rhetorical devices. Here are 3 key ones. 1. Repetition. Repeating key points can emphasize their importance and make your argument more memorable. 2. Rhetorical questions. These can engage your audience and make them think more deeply about your point. 3. Analogies. By comparing complex ideas with familiar ones, you can help your audience understand your argument better. Remember, using these devices will require practice. The more you use them, the more naturally they'll come to you. Here are a few examples of persuasive language and rhetoric. 1. Example of clarity. Instead of saying, "The institution's fiscal circumstances are favorable," you could say, "The company is making a profit." 2. Example of emotional appeal. Instead of saying, "Many people suffer from hunger," you could say, "Imagine if you had to go to bed hungry every night, like millions of people do." 3. Example of a rhetorical question. Is this the kind of world we want to leave to our children? 4. Example of an analogy. Just as a sword is the weapon of a warrior, a pen is the weapon of a writer. And there we have it, a deep dive into the world of persuasive language and rhetoric. The art of persuasion is a valuable skill that you'll find useful in many areas of life, not just debates. With the right tools and practice, you can craft arguments that are powerful, impactful, and persuasive. Remember, the key is to practice regularly, and don't be afraid to experiment with your use of language. Happy debating, and see you in the next video.